Yo, listen up. It's that raspy East Coast wisdom, truverack style. Yo, listen up. It's that raspy East Coast wisdom, truverack style. Truverack style. Grimy voice, punchlines cut like a shank in the yard, no smile. Let me flip this ancient Chinese play into some real street bars. Hey yo, Judge Wang sitting heavy, seal gone, feeling like a ghost. Deputy's house scheming, grimy, think he got the most. Personal beef, boiling, no proof. Can't lock the snake in the box, but the grass too tall, gotta stomp it hard, make the viper cough. Nightfall, building blaze, plan lit fire department on call. Everybody running out, chaos, flames licking the wall. Wayne grabbed the seal box, heavy as guilt. Front the whole court crew, hand it to Zal like yo, take this home, keep it safe, that's on you. Snake eyes wide and box, feel wrong, too much weight, no shine. But he can't refuse the order, boss man staring across the line. Suspicion creeping, heart racing like he caught in the wire. Next morning, court convene, reward the heroes, build the fires. Zaz slide the box back, hands shaking, trying to play it cool. Wang pop it open, boom, stone gone, real seal back in the jewel. Snake jumped out the grass, exposed, no more hide and seek. Stomp the turf, made him slither right into the freak. That's how you move on him. Faint left, make him twitch, bold, play in the open, force the hand, make the snitch switch. No direct shot, just rattle the bush, watch the truth spill out. Jadakiss voice in your ear, why they acting like that? What? One stomp, snake scared, game over, classic stratagem, street certified. You feel me? Grass getting beat, secrets can't hide. We ain't judging cases, but the principle the same. Stomp the grass, scared a snake, now they know the name. Yeah, that's that Locks energy on some ancient wisdom. Why? Cause real recognize real, even across dynasties. Yo.
Stomp the grass to scare the snake. Try doing something random yet impressive to get a reaction from the enemy, which could reveal their plans or location, or simply to tease them. Do something out of the ordinary, weird, and surprising, because it will raise the enemy's doubts and throw off their thought process. Business and competitive intelligence. In the realm of modern business strategy, companies leverage resources and articles by intentionally leaking or announcing a minor test, change like a rumored product modification, price shift, or partnership suggestion to monitor competitors' reactions. For example, a business might publicly propose a new marketing strategy or feature update without full commitment to see if competitors rush to implement countermeasures, lower their prices, or disclose their own plans. This tactic compels the snake, the competitor, to act and reveal their position. Resources such as business strategy analyses specifically mention this as a current tactic in corporate competition, warning that it could backfire if it provokes a strong counterattack. Police and investigative tactics. Law enforcement frequently employs the cautionary phrase, "Steer clear of stomping the grass," to avoid scaring suspects into running away or destroying evidence. In recent cases of capturing fugitives, officers have discreetly conducted routine checks, like a suspect applying for documents, without raising any alarms, only detaining them after backup is in place. This strategy helps to prevent alerting the target too soon. The term is often used in conversations about anti-corruption or fraud investigations, where early, obvious raids are avoided to keep suspects relaxed until assets can be frozen or arrests are prepared. Outdoor safety and wildlife prevention. During the spring and summer of 2025, in regions known for high snake activity, for instance, certain areas in Asia and similar climates, experts and news sources recommended that hikers, gardeners, and rural visitors literally beat or stomp the grass with a stick to scare away any snakes that might be hiding before they step in. This precautionary practice helps to minimize accidental bites as temperatures rise and snakes become more active. It's the most direct, everyday use of the idiom in real life, often mentioned in seasonal reminders and wildlife safety tips. U.S. Special Operations dummy paratrooper deceptions in the Vietnam War, 1960s-1970s. During the Vietnam War, U.S. Special Forces carried out deception operations by dropping fake paratroopers, mannequins with parachutes, into areas suspected of being controlled by the Viet Cong. This action, known as stomping the grass, was quite a sight but not aimed at any specific target. The goal was to provoke a reaction. Enemy troops would frequently shoot at or check out the dummies, which would reveal their hidden positions, ambush sites, or troop concentrations. Once these were exposed, real U.S. forces could effectively target them. This clever use of strategy, making the snake show itself through its reactions, is a well-known example in military studies of the 36 stratagems. It disrupted the enemy's thought process and gathered intelligence without direct confrontation, turning deception into a tactical edge in guerrilla warfare. Warren Buffett's discreet investigation of Studebaker Corporation. When Warren Buffett was digging into Studebaker, the company that produces SDP gasoline additives, he ran into a refusal to share vital production and sales information. rather than pushing them directly, which might have tipped off management and caused them to hide more data or adjust their numbers. He took a more indirect, grass-stomping approach. He spent several days at a nearby train station, counting the oil tank cars that were arriving with raw materials. By estimating the intake volumes, he was able to figure out production, sales, considering the excess demand, and profit potential without giving away his intentions. This subtle investigation revealed the company's strong underlying performance, which led to successful stock purchases. This example is often cited in strategy discussions as a practical business adaptation of the tactic for discreetly gathering intelligence in competitive or opaque situations, highlighting the need for caution to avoid startling the target too soon. Beat the grass to startle the snake algorithm. To put it simply, it means proactive approach, take a small noticeable action or create some noise to provoke a concealed opponent, the snake, into responding. Their response will show you their location, intentions, or true identity. Cautionary approach, more prevalent nowadays. Steer clear of any obvious actions that might alert the snake and cause it to hide, run away, or attack first. Keep things low-key so you can deal with it later. When it comes to disinformation, like fake news, propaganda, twisted stories, or lies generated by AI that circulate online, this tactic is a clever way to push back. Those who spread disinformation, such as organized trolls, bots, government agents, or moneymakers, often blend in with the crowd. They use fake profiles, subtly plant false information, or create viral content to see what resonates without revealing their true intentions. Here's a straightforward way to use the 13th stratagem to tackle and counter the spread of disinformation, laid out in simple, everyday terms as a step-by-step guide. Think of it as a practical algorithm or playbook. Step 1. Identify the tall grass, find suspicious spots without raising any alarms, keep an eye out for hidden snakes, unexpected surges in strange stories, synchronized shares from accounts with few followers, old fakes rehashed with a twist, or statements that seem crafted to provoke or split opinions. Hold off on calling them out just yet. Observe quietly like a hunter surveying the landscape. Step 2. Lightly stomp on the grass. Make a small, controlled probe. Instead of throwing around big accusations that might scare the spreaders underground, try something more subtle but still noticeable. Post or share a neutral, fact-based question or correction in the same spaces where the misinformation is spreading. For instance, reply to viral posts with, "Has anyone found a reliable source for this?" or link to a calm fact check. And small public tests. Fact-check organizations or platforms sometimes leak awareness of a trend like, "We've seen an increase in claims about topic, here's what we know so far," to check if bad actors double down, change their approach, or reveal more accounts. Use canary content. Introduce a slightly modified version of a rumor in monitored channels to see if it gets amplified by the same networks. This can expose bot farms or coordinated groups without revealing your full defenses. The goal: the snakes react. They either rush to defend, push harder, which reveals them, go silent indicating fear, or shift to new lies, which exposes their playbook. Step 3. To effectively monitor misinformation, focus on identifying new or suspicious accounts that suddenly appear to support or oppose claims, and chart their connections to detect coordinated efforts. Track changes in the content being spread, such as rapid updates or alterations, which suggest flexible or evolving campaigns. Also, observe if users delete or modify posts, indicating they may be trying to cover their tracks after being caught off guard. This approach helps pinpoint genuine sources like bot networks, paid promoters, or foreign operations, enabling targeted responses without direct confrontation. Step 4. Strike smart once revealed. Use the revealed info to cut off the snake. Now that the roles are more defined, platforms subtly limit visibility, downrank, cut back on recommendations for flagged networks. Fact-checkers release thorough takedowns supported by evidence from the responses. Authorities or researchers track and reveal coordination, for instance, reporting bot farms to platforms for elimination. Preempt future waves. Publicly alert about the tactic. Be on the lookout for recycled claims about X. They frequently surge before actual events, so that people can identify it next time. Step 5. Avoid stomping too hard early, the caution side. Don't rush into making big public announcements or mass bans without solid proof. It just drives the main players to create new accounts or switch platforms, allowing them to regroup. Take your time, investigate carefully, gather evidence, and then make your move in a clear and decisive way. Here are some real-world examples of this approach in action. Fact-checking organizations like NewsGuard or Full Fact occasionally release alerts about emerging patterns on trending topics like election rumors. This tactic stomps the grass. Disinformation actors often flood the replies or create new narratives, which helps expose more of their network for removal. Platforms are experimenting with friction labels on borderline content. If engagement plummets or strange amplification occurs, it drives away the coordinated pushers. In Infowar reports, governments discreetly keep an eye on test balloons, small fake leaks, to track influence operations before they go viral. This tactic is effective since misinformation depends on being subtle and unexpected. By generating soft, managed noise, you compel the concealed actors to reveal their identities, then you can restrict their influence, inform the public, and halt the dissemination before it escalates. It's a clever way to defend. Instead of confronting the blaze directly, induce the arsonist to freak out and expose the matches first. Any sudden and unexpected move, even if it's not aimed directly at your opponent, will definitely raise some eyebrows and, at the very least, throw them off their game. When your competitor thinks they understand you and your tactics, surprise them by behaving in a way that's totally unlike you. This will cause them to halt and reflect. Verify alerts about emerging patterns to uncover coordinated networks. Fact-checking organizations, like NewsGuard, Full Fact, or teams linked to Pointer, occasionally release early, neutral alerts regarding an increase in similar claims on trending issues, like during elections or health emergencies. We've noticed a surge of unverified stories about vaccine side effects/election fraud, spreading rapidly. Here's what trustworthy sources have to say so far. This serves as a soft stomp. It doesn't harshly criticize any particular post, but it remains noticeable in searches and replies. Often hidden spreaders respond by inundating replies to defend the claim, generating new similar posts, or utilizing linked accounts to amplify the message more aggressively. This startles them into revealing their coordination, for instance, identical wording from new or low follower accounts, sudden spikes resembling bot activity. Consequently, fact-checkers and platforms map out the network, label related content, decrease visibility, or eliminate bot clusters. This approach is effective because significant direct takedowns early on can lead operators to quietly switch platforms or accounts. The probe prompts mistakes first.